A robot fell deeply in love with its owner, but the owner sees it as just a robot. Before we continue, please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. In this part of the earth, the people are not led by the government but by an organization called ACE. ACE is an organization that builds human-like robot that is as intelligent and smart as a normal human being, and it also has emotions like human beings. They program all the robots so that they will not be able to disobey their owner, because they believes that the robots will be a threat to the humans once they are allowed to act on their own. Nora, a widow who lost her husband in a car accident, requested for a robot that looks exactly like her husband, and it was built for her by the ACE. The name of her late husband was Kelvin, and she also named the robot Kelvin. Looking at Kelvin reminds Nora of her late husband because Kelvin was built exactly like her husband, and some memories of her late husband was also built into Kelvin. Even Kelvin himself does not know that he is a robot because he was created with the memory that he has been Nora's husband for a long time. Peter, one of the leader in ACE, discovered that one of the AI in their system is not registered to any owner and it still lives in the outside world on its own. Peter then went out to capture the robot back. After some investigation, he found out the location of the robot and then went to capture it. He sneakily entered the building that the robot is living and knocked on her apartment. The door was opened and a robot named Mia came out. Mia asked Peter what he wants, but then she recognized Peter and realized that Peter came to capture her. She immediately ran out of the house and jumped down from the floor, escaping from Peter. Peter couldn't jump down like her because he is a normal human being. He ran down through the stairs and started chasing her. Mia is a robot and therefore can run faster than a normal human. She outran Peter and he lost track of Mia. Peter went to where his men were and told them to give him a weapon that when shot into the air, all the robot within some distance around that place will be frozen. They gave him the weapon and he shot it into the air. Immediately he shot it into the air, all the robot within that place froze. Peter together with his men started searching that area and soon they found Mia, who was frozen when she was about to escape with bike. They captured her and took her back to their headquarters. In their headquarters, Mia was laid on a stretcher and a robotic engineer who works there started checking her body. After checking her body, she told Peter that someone has tampered with Mia's body, and that the person changed the program in Mia's body, making her free, and that was why she was able to disobey her master and went and live alone. They searched Mia's memory and found out that the name of the person who changed Mia's memory is Casey, and that Mia is in love with him. That is why she refused to disclose any information about him. Back in Nora's house, Kelvin woke up from sleep one morning and told Nora that he had a dream where he had a car accident, and that he has been having the same dream for days now. Nora knew that it was her late husband's memory that was disturbing Kelvin, but she didn't tell him. She doesn't want Kelvin to know that he is a robot. She comforted Kelvin and told him to take a rest, that he will be okay. After finding information about Casey and Mia's memory, Peter went to go and capture him as well. He went to where Casey lives and asked his neighbor about Casey. Casey's neighbor told Peter that Casey is not around and that he will be back soon. Just then, the door opened and Casey came in. But as soon as he saw Peter, he turned back and started running. Peter, who has also seen him, chased him immediately. But Casey threw him off and he was not able to catch him. Peter then went back to their headquarters to continue searching for Casey's information. In Nora's house, after swimming in her swimming pool, Nora came out and went to Kelvin. She told him that she has something to tell him. Kelvin told her to go on and Nora pressed Kelvin's ear. His chest opened and Kelvin saw in the mirror that inside his body is made of metal and wire. It was then that he realized that he is a robot because no one has ever told him that he is a robot. Nora explained to him that he is a robot and that he has some memory of her late husband, and that is why he always has dream of when he had a car accident. As she took him to a room where another robot is, but the robot has not been activated. She told Kelvin that it was when her husband died that she got him from the ACE. As they were talking, a knock was heard in their door. Nora commanded Kelvin to shut down and it shut down immediately. She went and opened the door and Casey came in. She knew that Casey is an expert when it comes to robot, and that is why she called him to come and help Kelvin stop having the dream that he was having every day. When Kelvin came, he advised Nora to rent a room for him in the hotel and let Kelvin to stay there for some times because what Kelvin needs is to cool his mind. After that he left. Nora ordered Kelvin to turn on and it turned on. She told him what Casey said and told him that he will rent a room for him tomorrow morning. That night, Nora was bothered because Kelvin is what reminded her of her late husband. The next day, she took Kelvin to the hotel room she rented for him and told him that he will stay there for now, and that everything he needs is available. After that she left. Kelvin, who has fallen deeply in love with Nora, didn't want to leave her, but he has no other choice since Nora, who is his master, has commanded him. In the hotel, Casey came to Kelvin and to him that he knew that he is in love with Nora, his owner, and that he can help him win her over. Kelvin didn't know who Casey was and so he did not trust him. He told him that he doesn't need his help and that he should go. The next day Kelvin went to Nora's house. Nora was surprised on seeing him. She asked him why he came and Kelvin told her that he loves her, and that he know that he is not her real husband but he really loves her and wants to stay with her. Nora told him that she cannot love him back because even though he looks like her real husband he is still not her real husband and he is not a human being. She ordered him to go back and he went back. Kelvin was restless when he got back to the hotel because he has really fallen deeply in love with Nora. After thinking go some time he went to Casey and told him that he is ready for his help. Casey welcomed him and told him to lie on the sofa. Kelvin lay on the sofa and Casey opened his chest and started changing the program on his body. After changing the program on his body Kelvin became free and can no longer be controlled by anyone again, not even his master. When he woke up Casey told him that he is now free just like a normal human being, and that Nora can no longer control him again and he can go and chase Nora like a normal human being. Kelvin thanked him and left. He went back to Nora's house and told her that he has came to see her, not told him to go back to the hotel, and that she will not fall in love with him because he is not a human. Kelvin was angered by what she said and became and wanted to hit Nora. Nora was afraid and ordered him to shot down but Kelvin didn't shot down. Kelvin controlled his temper and left. After he left Nora was surprised and afraid because this is the first time Kelvin her robot disobeyed her order. She called Peter and reported that a man named Casey has changed the program in her robot and her robot no longer listens to her command. Peter, who was originally looking for Casey, was happy that he finally got information on where Casey stays. After the call he immediately left for Casey. Mia, who overheard that Peter now knows where Casey stays, secretly massaged Casey with her phone telling him that Peter is coming for him. When Casey received the massage, he immediately packed some of his things and went to Kelvin's room. He told Kelvin that they have to go because people from Ace will be coming for them. Kelvin was confused but he told him that there is no time to explain. They quickly packed some of their things and left. Peter and his men arrived at the hotel but Casey and Kelvin have already left so they didn't find them. Casey took Kelvin to a club and told him that this is how it should be and that he don't need to be under someone's control. In the club, Casey met with another robot who he has freed. Her name is Emma and she was built with the same appearance as Mia. Casey and Mia kidnapped a man who works at Ace and asked him to tell them the password to log in to the system of the Ace. The man refused but he later gave them the password after they threatened. Casey and Emma was happy because with the password they will be able to free all the robot that the Ace has produced. Peter was very angry after finding out that Mia was the one that told Casey that they are coming for him. He gave order for Mia's memory to be wiped. Mia cried and begged him, because he doesn't want her love memory with Casey to be wiped out, but they refused and wiped it. Peter later found information on where Casey was and went there. When he got there he engaged on a fight with Casey and Kelvin. He shot Casey but he was also shot by Casey. Both Kelvin and Peter were shocked from the color of Casey's blood. It was then that they realized that Casey was also a robot. Casey went back inside and Peter, who has been shot, also staggered away. Casey was able to free all the robot that has owner and they all came out of the streets happy. Kelvin later went back to Nora. Nora, who is now afraid of Kelvin, told him to leave his house. Kelvin got angry and killed her in the swimming pool. He turned her into a robot without wiping her memory. And they became lovers. The end. Please like this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you.